Welcome to the Boston Sports Hack, the show where we talk about Boston sports and lots of other stuff. My name's Felix Brown, and across the desk is Annie. Good morning, Annie.
Good morning.
How you feeling after that Patriots 43-17 win over the Cincinnati Bengals?
Well, first of all, let me just say, I was not worried at all this season yet. I've never once been worried this season, so...
Oh my God.
Let's put that out there now.
Are they rejuvenated in your mind? Are they back? The Patriots are back.
It's the Patriots of old.
It's the Patriots of old. All is right with the world.
It's true. For now.
For now.
No, the game was great, obviously. It was what we needed to see from this team right now.
Yeah.
They're not out of the woods yet. I don't think anyone in Pat's Nation or in the studio right now would think that.
No one in the studio does, but as I listen to sports talk radio and I watch some of the sports shows on ESPN, everyone was going, oh, the Patriots are back. These are the Patriots. We knew this was going to happen. You can't keep them down for that long. What was different in this game than previous games? It was very different.
It was super different. Completely different. So I think the energy was the big difference in this one for me, and it was immediate. It was palpable immediately. I think Brady came out with some piss and vinegar, and to me, but no, that okay. So this is what was different, but also was the same. I think from Monday night to Sunday night, this team revolves around Brady. And he was in a suck-ass mood on Monday night and didn't play inspired. And he came out just raring to go yesterday. And we can debate the motivations of that. If the media got to him, if the fans saying he's too old, who knows what it was. But he came out with a lot of a vibe, and it paid off. They just rammed that ball down their throat. And
it was.
It was a great first drive.
I think it was palpable, the difference in his demeanor,
right,
for sure.
Yeah.
But I also think it was a bit of a different game plan.
It totally
where they
was.
Didn't come out and throw 3 times right away.
Right.
They tried to run the ball, and they did a really great job at doing that using Vereen and Ridley.
They did.
I think the offensive line that we were so worried about just a couple of weeks ago, or just last week, did a great job run blocking, and they did come out with a little more tenacity. So I think it was a combination of that attitude and then maybe a different game plan.
I totally agree with that. Because that actually was one of my other points, was the running game and the offensive line. And it seems like the offensive line might have found a rhythm. With Wendell and Stork in the middle. Stork. Guy looks like an angry man still.
He is. He looks like a crazy man.
He really does.
He played like a crazy man, too.
He did. He had penalties. He was a rookie. Whatevs. We can look past that a little bit. Because I think he brings something to that offensive line that they were lacking. And they felt a little more consistent. And it just shows when Brady has time and when he feels comfortable, he can still play well. He had a couple missed throws and stuff like that, but on average, I have written down, he was 23 for 35 for 292 yards. I mean, what a difference.
Yeah.
And he only had 1 sack.
With a 110 quarterback rating, which is fantastic, but it's still 292 yards, pretty decent game for Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
And a couple of touchdowns. So I think for me, he did a nice job. And there were times when he didn't make throws. I recall a couple did you know the Patriots have a guy? He's really good. His name's Gronk or something, number 87.
No, I never heard of him.
I had not seen him in the first 4 weeks. And all of a sudden, there's a reemergence of Gronk.
He
did unleash. And I think that was another big factor. Tim Wright.
I know, I love this guy. It's our Hernandez guy.
But
he didn't kill anybody yet.
Yeah. This is
awesome.
This is the NFL. Maybe he just beats his wife.
Right.
Totally unfair.
Although there's pink everywhere, so everyone's feeling great because there's pink everywhere.
I did tweet about that. That's a side note, which we could talk about off the air. But it just did look like a different team. It was great to see them get the tight ends involved, to get to see the running backs involved. And Vereen had a bunch of big catches and played great.
A lot more balanced.
Attack. And that's the Patriot way. So I think when they get away from that and start throwing too much, that's when they start to get into trouble.
I just want to point out too really quick before we move on.
Yeah.
Something that you pointed out earlier that I kind of scoffed at.
I predicted that.
The up-tempo.
The win.
Well, you didn't predict the win. Yeah, although the score wasn't either what we had thought, actually. Which is good. I'll take a blowout any day of the week. But you had said that about the up-tempo, and I totally blew it off because I was like, they don't have the players for this. They suck. And they pulled it off, and I think that helped them too. I think so.
Doesn't it make it easier though when you run the no huddle? I think that must be easier because you get in a rhythm
I guess
quicker.
that's true.
You keep them from making defensive
Everyone doesn't
adjustments.
really know what their job is and what they should be doing, though, right? And I guess I feel like the offensive line had that ability yet to kind of get up to the line of scrimmage, get set, and execute a play. Execution was so poor, I just didn't see it happening. But they used it here, and I think it got them going a little bit too. So you're right about that.
Well, of course I was right about that. I'm right about a lot of things. Most things, actually.
No.
Well, Collins... She's shaking her head. You can't see that on radio, so you have to say it. Chris Collinsworth made the point, and we talked about it earlier today, the way the offensive line blocked was more like they were run blocking when they were instead of pass blocking, which made them a little tougher and started pushing the line, which gave Brady some time to throw.
Yeah.
But you're right. You hit on one thing that's key. When you give him time to throw, he's probably going to beat you, and usually he does. And that's what has been missing in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think.
There were a couple throws where I was like, God damn, how's he even, like, they were so tight.
Yeah.
And with multiple, coverage, and I was like, how did he even do that? Like,
There's a couple throws to Gronk
brilliant.
that were threading the needle.
Yeah.
It was a good game for Brady, and it's good to see him back. So
yeah. So do you want any negatives? Do you want to talk about any negatives?
Yeah, quickly. We're running out of time, but what do you got on the negative side? I think I can guess.
Okay,
can I guess?
Please guess. Yes.
Let me guess. I would say two negatives.
Yeah, I do.
That's a double negative.
It's true.
It doesn't make a positive.
Hell no.
I would say penalties continue to be a problem.
Exactly.
Shaking your head.
Yes. I am not. No, I'm nodding. Yes.
Okay, nodding.
Yeah, it's definitely. That was one of them.
I guess that's all I got. What's the other negative?
So the other one is a player. It was Dennard. He had a crap game. He got beat on that touchdown. He couldn't freaking tackle anybody to save his life, and he had a couple bad penalties as well. And in key moments of drives, and I'm just like, seriously? Like, I know he just got back from the injury. He looked rusty, and he hurt them a little bit. I mean, if they had a worse game than they had, he could have been a liability.
Yeah, there was only one sack, and I guess that's a great point that you make, is that the defense wasn't, although they only gave up 17 points, they weren't putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And the other thing was they made they forced a lot of turnovers, which was good.
Yep.
But I think it was probably 50% Patriots being ready to play this game and attitude.
Yes.
And then 50% that the Bengals just aren't ready for prime time.
Totally. The Bengals shot themselves in the foot.
The Bengals.
There's a lot of dropped passes, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was that? Like,
that guy dropped one in the end zone.
Yeah.
Which would have made it a pretty tight game at the time.
It's true.
So,
but their secondary played obviously Revis played really well, and I think that maybe was why the pass rush was true. I didn't really notice that, I guess, yet, because their secondary played pretty outstanding. When that works, it seems like the rest of their defense takes off with that a little bit.
Well, I think parts of the defensive backfield played well.
Besides Dennard.
Dennard didn't play well at all. Okay, Annie, we're running out of time as usual. It goes by so fast.
I know, it's much to say.
So we're on to Buffalo.
Yeah, that's right. We're on to Buffalo.
Off to Buffalo. I think it's going to be a much tougher game than everyone's thinking. Everyone's thinking the Patriots are back and we're going to roll over Buffalo like we always do, but it's always difficult to go up to Buffalo and win. Yeah. What's your prediction for the next game?
I totally agree with that too. But they're coming off a win. I'm going to say the Patriots will win in a tight one and low scoring. I'd say 13-10.
13-10.
Yeah.
The Patriots win.
Patriots win.
I'm going to go... I'm pretty good at this, I think, with the exception of the Kansas City game, which I was a little far off base.
And the Pittsburgh game.
Pittsburgh? They didn't play Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah. Well, no, that's a big
the lock of the week?
For your predictions, yeah. we all blew that
We're not talking about that right now. You know what? I'm going to go... I think the Patriots are going to lose this game. I think they go up there. I think they're maybe over... It's hard to sustain that.
It's a battle for the first place in their division, though, right? So does that mean anything at this point yet?
But Buffalo had a big comeback win yesterday. I think Buffalo 33, Patriots 20.
Wow.
I think they lose big.
That is losing big and high scoring. Okay.
Yeah. That defense hasn't, I'm not feeling it quite yet.
You're not biting yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
So.
We'll see. Yikes. To me, it's stressful as always.
So we are out of time. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and make sure you follow us on Twitter at SportsHack72. For the Boston Sports Hack, my name is Felix Brown.
I'm Annie.
And we will see you all next week.